moved into this old house 2 months ago. It was built in 1914. Wood frame, dusty crown molding, lead pipes, all the usual creaks and quirks you'd expect. It had character. That's what I told myself when I signed the lease. The rent was low, and I needed a reset after the divorce. A place to disappear for a while. I didn't think I'd vanish quite so completely. The first sign something was off was the scratching. Just a faint sound in the wall behind the kitchen sink. I figured mice. I bought traps. Nothing got caught. The scratching got louder at night, and it moved from one side of the kitchen to the other, then into the hallway, then behind the bathroom mirror. It never moved while I was watching. One night I set my phone to record audio and left it in the hallway overnight. The next morning I played it back. Nothing for the first hour. Then at 2:47 a.m. there was movement. Scraping. A low, dragging sound. Then something else. A voice. It was breathy, barely a whisper, but it was speaking. It said my name 3 times. The first time like a question, the second like a greeting, the third like a promise. I stopped sleeping after that. I'd sit up in bed staring at the walls, watching shadows slide across the corners of the room like stains spreading in water. I told myself it was just my imagination. Exhaustion. I told myself a lot of things I don't believe anymore. On the 3rd week, I noticed the drywall in the upstairs hallway was bulging, like something behind it was pushing outward. I pressed my hand against it. It was warm. I knocked. Something knocked back. Not a random echo, not the sound of loose pipes. It mimicked the rhythm of my knock exactly. I didn't touch that wall again. I started sleeping with the lights on. I covered the vents. I stuffed towels under the doors. I tried to make the house airtight. Still, every night I'd hear it moving behind the walls, breathing, clicking, whispering, and always saying my name. One morning I woke up and found scratches on my bedroom floor. Long, thin marks in the hardwood beneath my bed. I didn't make them. I don't own anything that could. They were in a pattern like something with fingers had been reaching out from underneath me. I bought a cheap camera and set it to record while I slept. That night I took 2 melatonin and left it rolling. I woke up with a headache and blood under my fingernails. I checked the footage. At 3:12 a.m. something stepped into the frame. Just a sliver of movement, a shape, thin, pale, taller than the door frame, pressed its face against the camera lens. It looked almost human. Almost. Its mouth moved. No sound came out. But when I played it back a second time, there was audio. My voice, saying, "Let me out." I don't remember saying that. I don't remember dreaming. But I did find new scratches on the wall, this time inside the closet. I called an exterminator. He showed up, looked annoyed the moment he walked in. I told him about the noises. He gave me that polite, condescending smile you get from people who think you're crazy but don't want to say it. He knocked on a few walls, shrugged, said he'd come back with thermal imaging gear. He never came back. I called the company. They said he quit 2 days ago. Just stopped answering his phone. That was a week ago. Since then, things have escalated. The power cuts out randomly. The faucet runs brown for the first few seconds. I keep finding small holes drilled into the floorboards, not from tools, from something. Chewing. And 2 nights ago, I woke up with dirt in my mouth. I didn't scream. I couldn't. I was paralyzed. Something was standing over me. Not fully visible, just the weight of its presence. I could feel its fingers, long, splintered, brushing my jaw. It whispered, almost open. And then it was gone. I packed a bag this morning. I'm sitting in my car now, keys in hand. But I can't bring myself to start the engine. Every time I look back at the house, I feel this weight pressing down on my chest, like something is waiting for me to run, like it wants me to. The wall just moved again. Even out here, I can hear it. Shifting, breathing. It knows I'm leaving. I think it's afraid. Or maybe it's excited. There's something living in my walls. And it's not alone anymore. I think it opened the door. And I think I let it in.